Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are discussing one of the topic that is integration. We are discussing one of the topic that is India account. In India account basically we are discussing one topic that is SBI account. In SBI account basically we are discussing in SBI after SBI basically we discussed Amazon account. After Amazon basically we discussed after 2 days the earthquake is going to come. So that is one user story basically that also you can say. So this again connects to SBI. Now SBI basically tells that they have created one system. They have created one system. I will take one example of the system only. Basically. There are basically IITs, IIMs, MBA, Oxford Group, Harvard groups. They basically have their own system. Basically, system means what? Basically, system means what? Actually, one person asked the question. Basically, Sunil, you are asking system, telling system. So system equal to set of books. When you read that set of books, basically, you connects to certain level of ideas that are future ideas which is going to connect. Repeating the word. For a example, IITs, IIMs, when you read that books, each and every books basically, they connects to what basically? They connects to books. Books connects to what basically? Set of ideas, and set of ideas basically are placed where basically? At set of cities. That basically everybody knows because who are basically connected with me, they know everything basically. So IITs are equal to what basic? IITs and IIM equal to they are set of ideas, and ideas are basically coming from set of place basically, and therefore they this just now basically I just told in just one line basically that for that basically there are around more than 40 to 50 videos also basically what actually that is. So he will here basically will not go in detail that because 40 to 50 videos are uploaded more than I think 70 videos. So here basically what we are discussing ideas are connected. So they have the now basically the IITs and IM basically are fresher when they basically gets out. So here basically we are talking about the fresher group basically who just basically launched IITs IIM. So they told that basically we have created the syllabus and we have basically the launching the base basically, and that base contains what basically that base contains banking diagram means you can go to banking field, software industry it contains software diagram also means from IIT IIM basically when you are doing that you can shift to software industry also, you can shift to some training institute, then basically you can shift to some companies big level companies basically, then basically you can shift to finance institute, you can shift to the doctorates, you can shift to many industry basically. So one person told that how basically that is possible, how basically this has this they have achieved, this they have achieved on the base of the certain level of books basically which they have launched into the market basically. They have launched the books, that is the IITs and IIM group basically they have launched the books, and according to that book basically whenever basically you are, and this for this basically I had discussed lots of videos also basically, so we will not go in detail of this. So here basically in simple language we can say the base gets ready in that base because he is basically just done the he's just a student basically, he's not a professional basically, he's not become a professional IITs IIM professional person basically, he has just cleared the IITs and IIM. So he will select the stuff basically, right? This everything is clear. Now basically the campus interview comes, they basically selects the data, and the data says that this person basically got this much percentage in IITs and IIM whatever basically. According to that basically they starting as asking question, and according to that basically he will connects to ideas. So just imagine basically the groups basically you are connected with IITs and IIMs who are basically taking the interview of fresher basically. They are basically thinking up to the level basically you can just imagine basically. So they are taking what basically they are asking the questions, and that questions basically are going to connect to what basically the future projects basically which they have designed, and in that design basically they are going to take the freshers basically, that are the IITs and IIMs basically. So their questions basically are very dangerous, and it might possible that the new answer also they can get. In that new answer basically they it might possible that the requirement basically which they have created for the project basically, that also basically can be changed up to the level basically, and it might possible that they can get some new projects also basically. This basically, if they want to do in advance basically, if they want to do in advance means from this person basically they are going to get 100% new project. Up to this level basically they want to do prepare, then they have to interfere in their personal life basically, and that basically is not good basically, and that is not good, that is not good. So like this basically they can clear up each and everything basically. So they taken the interview, they got the new answers connected to the new projects, new modification basically connected. Like this basically the system works. Same way basically the SBI group basically have their own system. SBI group basically have their own system. Few people say that IITs and IIMs also basically groups joins the SBI na basically. To get job in SBI basically, it's a dream job basically because it's a government job. And you can reach to president and prime minister level post also basically from the IITs and from the SBI group basically, if you are doing the study of SBI. So here basically I have taken the example that there are many presidents and prime minister basically who have account in SBI, and then basically they shifted to other countries like as USA, UK, and they basically got the post of SBI basically. But they have the still account in SBI basically. Why? Because they are from Indian origin. They shift to other origin basically. But they were basically Indian origin. So here basically what we connected? Here we connected that SBI also basically have same way the IITs and IIMs group system basically, and that system basically is connected up to the certain level. So you can just imagine basically up to what level the SBI groups are connected. Up to what level the SBI groups are connected. So one of the person told that yes, basically you are correct. So one of the person told that yes, basically you are correct. So you can just imagine basically. So one of the person told that yes, basically you are correct. So from SBI basically, lots of group has become president also. So you can just imagine basically up to what level things are connected. Up to what level things are connected. So one of the person told that same way the IITs and IIM group basically has created, and their base basically gets creates, and on the base of that base they basically decides their career basically. So you can just imagine basically Up to what level things are connected. Same way the SBI is also there. And SBI basically have their future plans. That this account, sorry, this bank basically contains future precedents. That is the USA future precedents and their task basically. And this everything basically we have already discussed. And according to the task, the money basically, what they are going to get. So the money allocation basically is also there. This connects to same way the projects basically are only. So one of the person told that basically same way basically you are the USA and the American presidents basically are doing the work that can be in the form of agile methodology and can be in the form of the waterfall methodology also. There also user stories are there. There also set of tasks are there. According to the task only basically his account has created that. For example, he is going to do this type this level of task. So his account is allocated to this level basically. So you can just imagine basically up to what level stuffs basically are connected. So one of the person told that one of the person told up to so detailed level basically the things are connected, things are basically divided, things are created, and this everything basically are planned na basically. Without planning basically nothing, you can't basically run anything. You can't basically run America, you can't run UK basically without plan basically. So plans are created basically, and lots of people says that ready-made plans are available. Ready-made plans are available nowadays. What is the plan basically? Nowadays what is nowadays basically what is the plan? Nowadays the plan is entire things human needs basically which is getting created from land basically, that has converted into programs basically, that is the projects basically you can say. So future basically tomato basically creation, they got, if we say that basically they are the modern farmers, the USA presidents, the this group basically they are the modern farmers and the modern human need creators, then also it would be 100% correct basically. They are the modern farmers and the modern human needs creator. Petrol also basically you can create from the projects basically, you basically can imagine basically. And for the detail basically how the things are basically getting created, that for that basically I have uploaded the lots of videos basically, more than 70 to 80 videos, more than 100 videos are basically are there. So you can just imagine basically up to what level things are connected. Up to what level the things are connected. Up to what level the things are basically connected. Now basically again back to the Amazon. So we will keep discussing the SBI group and Amazon group, and the after 2 days big earthquake is going to come to India. Now basically again back to SBI group. First basically SBI group basically we have discussed. Now again back to few people says that cyber group basically keeps on connecting basically. Who basically taken the name of SBI? Cyber groups are basically always alert basically. For example, I uploaded video in YouTube, so they keeps on they are basically always alert basically. Anything basically the wrong thing is ongoing, but these all are facts basically. You have to accept it basically. You have to accept the fact basically. What SBI is doing, you have to accept it basically. If war will start, then 30% people will get in trouble. That is 100% sure. Whether the American president is basically are from Indian origin, then also basically it's going to get trouble. That's why basically the people can be safely gets out, or the war will not happen basically. That type. That's why basically the American presidents basically are placed there from Indian origin. From Indian origin. So one of the person is why war will start. That is also question basically. Anything basically is one of the person is why basically war basically happens. That is also question basically why war basically is happening. That is also question basically. The rules and regulation basically which is ongoing, that is basically connecting to war, or basically some other aspects basically other personal enemies basically are connecting to the war basically. What are actually war basically, that is also question. So we will keep discussing this all basically. For detail basically you can if anybody have the access what actually the war is, then basically you have to connect to the SBI bank basically, and in that basically whatever transaction basically is ongoing, that all are war basically. That is directly connecting to war only, and few uh, transactions are connecting to peace also basically. So there are many people basically. So next, Amazon group basically. Amazon says that basically I have done everything basically. Our team basically has done everything. We keeps on solving the problems according to our resources available with us basically. So he keeps on searching the resource. He keeps on searching the resource. He according to the problems basically he keeps on searching the resource. Assume that basically in this world there are 1 crore problems. So one of the person told that projects basically are designed according to the some other task, or basically according to the problems basically which people basically are facing, because world is already created na basically. So world is created, that means they are going to face problem, and according to problem basically you have to solve the problem basically. So according to that only the Amazon groups are going to get the task. According to that only basically they are going to get task. In Amazon basically what is the task? Services. Services are equal to what? Set of functions, procedures, and lots of other stuff, and sometime basically he sells the he basically service equal to project also basically you can say. He say that basically we basically have CRM services also. So just take these services and you can implement entire CRM basically. So you can just imagine basically up to the powerful technologies which are there. So here basically what we discuss in this topic, set of problems. There are 1 crore. So there are many peoples basically who keeps on tracking the problems, and that who can do? That is the news channels and the other groups basically. They only basically have the access. So one of the person told the news channel and the other stuff basically the groups, they are very powerful groups basically, because they are powerful na basically. Because if the Amazon basically is getting the requirement from the problem, so you can just imagine basically how powerful they are. But there are basically all people basically don't know about this everything basically, because the news channel basically as if that after 2 days the the earthquake is going to come. So when the earthquake is going to come, the earthquake which is going to come, so for that each and every news channel basically displays why the earthquake is coming, why the earthquake is coming, if anybody can, and if anybody can solve that problem, because they keeps on displaying why the earthquake is coming, why the earthquake is going to come after 2 days, why the earthquake is going to come after 2 days, why the earthquake is going to come after 2 days. So they keeps on displaying basically. They keeps on displaying. Why? Because if anybody can understand that, and basically anybody can solve the problem of that earthquake. So you can just imagine basically how dangerous the world is. That basically we have discussed. Now basically third point, that is After 2 days, big earthquake basically is going to come in India, and that will be UP, Bihar, and Madhya Pradesh. Mostly reason, it's mountain area, and wherever the mountain area are, there only the stable data or unstable data, sorry, unstable data are placed, and unstable data are equal to earthquakes only. Unstable data is equal to earthquakes only. So you can just imagine basically, and how basically the unstable data are separated, that basically we have discussed already in the previous video. So Indian political group basically have up to what level authority, businessmen basically groups have up to what level authority. This authority group basically can will be going to decide where the Uttar Pradesh earthquake basically is going to placed, from Uttar Pradesh to Gujarat, or basically or basically to Calcutta, or basically to the Madhya Pradesh, or basically to, sorry, to the Karnataka, or basically to Kerala, or basically where basically. So you can just imagine basically up to what level stuff basically are connected. So who is going to decide basically? That is the question. Because it might possible that after 2 days earthquake will come, and that time basically you will decide basically. That time basically you are going to take decision basically. भाई ये काम करो, गुजरात में give the earthquake in Gujarat. Because Ram Mandir is there in Uttar Pradesh, and Narendra Damodar Modi, sorry, the BJP is created especially for Ram Mandir. On the basis of Ram Mandir only the BJP has created. How basically BJP came into picture? Through Ram Mandir Mudda only basically. Through Ram Mandir Mudda only they came into the picture, na, basically. So they have to save the Ram temple basically. Otherwise BJP will get end basically. And BJP equal to what? That is Narendra Damodar Modi. If he basically gets end, BJP automatically gets end. Because one picture basically they have displayed, and they have basically done the high level advertising also. So you can just imagine. So here the topic is what? Who basically have the authority to place or to shift earthquake from Uttar Pradesh? But the mostly basically 98 percentage I am telling the place will be UP, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, and Delhi only. Why? Because the earthquake are mostly placed in, it is called as a center point basically, and wherever the center point earthquake basically comes, for example UP is the center point, then entire UP will get end. Mostly basically 90 percentage UP will get end, because it is a big earthquake, na, basically. And UP basically construction basically everybody knows that there is no high technology construction basically has done. They have not done the high technology construction. Construction are there basically, but not up to the earthquake level. Not up to the earthquake level. For example, in Mumbai basically if earthquake will happen, so which all are the buildings basically going to affect? Why? Because it might possible that the UP people basically, the powerful people basically who are into the power, they can shift the earthquake to Maharashtra also basically. That time basically the Mumbai basically will get effect. Tall buildings basically are there. Might possible basically. They can shift to Maharashtra also. Why? Because Ram Mandir railway station is created. So that means they have told that basically we are ready to give entire Mumbai for Uttar Pradesh. For UP people basically we are going to give entire Maharashtra. Sorry, not Maharashtra basically can't be give. Entire Mumbai basically they can give. They can place the earthquake in Mumbai. Sorry, in Maharashtra basically. So So you can just imagine basically how dangerous the world is already reached. Sorry, not world basically, the India has reached. So who is going to decide basically? Because this is very dangerous topic. I am telling you, many states are going to get effect because 20, 80 percentage country basically already got the big level of earthquake. 20 percentage basically are remaining. In that 20 percentage, Bangladesh is there, Pakistan is there, and India is there. So India, in India basically, we are not. We I am basically in India. So I am talking about India. So in India basically the big level authorized people basically is going to take the decision that from UP the earthquake coming data is going to shift to which state. They are going to shift to Kerala, they are going to shift to Maharashtra, they are going to shift to Kolkata, they are going to shift to Madras, they are going to shift to Jammu Kashmir, they are going to shift to, because Uttar Pradesh people basically say that basically our Patel groups are also with us. Why? Because Patel caste is created from the UP people only basically, and they have helped many Kolkata people, and Kolkata is selling that basically we can give you entire Kolkata also for Uttar Pradesh. So you can just imagine up to what level things are connected. So few people says that it might possible that the certain level of decisions will have to take. So what will be that decision basically? The high authority people basically going to take, and where basically they are going to shift the earthquake data to, because if they are thinking that basically they are going to shift the data to other countries, that will create the universal level problem, and it might possible that entire world will get end. So it has to be India country only. So the high authority group basically are going to take decision that basically where the earthquake data is going to put. So in next video basically we are going to see that basically which all groups basically are there who are going to take the decision and going to dump the earthquake coming data to which all states they are going to take the decision. So in next video basically we are going to see that topic.